You know, here I am in the studio, and I've been asked to explain why I'm doing what I'm doing. What am I doing? Why am I writing a book about a surfing rabbi? The answer, it's necessary. We need to do it. I don't know if you're looking around, or I don't know who you are or what your background is, but the statistics are very grim about our youth. Whether you're Jewish or non-Jewish, whether you're Hindu or Buddhist, whatever. Kids are not learning, they're bored. A recent survey said 1/3 of America's students, now this is 20,000 students that were surveyed, are bored in school and or tired. Well, something's wrong, okay? And we've got to get to the bottom of it. As far as I'm concerned, surfing saved my life. I started surfing at Malibu Beach in 1962. That was, if you think back, those of you that can think back that far, that was a pretty crazy time. And if you're kind of by yourself and you don't have any mentors or, you know, parents that are really on top of what you're doing, you've got a problem. I decided that my life was going to be based on surfing. It kept me on the straight and narrow. It kept me in touch with my body, wholesome foods, activities, working out, exercise, and emotionally and spiritually, even though I was not connected, as it were, in a religious way, I knew that what I was doing was absolutely right. A lot of my friends from that era either overdosed on drugs, got involved with cults, all kinds of negative, you know, dysfunctional behaviors. In a way, at the age of 64, I'm a survivor. Last year, for example, I finished first in my age group in a triathlon. And you might say, okay, at the age of 64, that's pretty good. But I'm also somebody that is involved every day in my religion, in my heritage, in mentoring other people, in counseling them. And we need to reach out to so many people and get them connected to their heritage, to who they are, deep down. I've decided to go on a quote-unquote crusade, if I can use a phrase, and go get out of my 4 cubits of being a Jewish rabbi and take it to the streets, reach out to people, adults, young, you know, teenagers, reach out to people that really need help, that need a boost. This is my mission. This is what I want to do. My book, Surfing Rabbi, has been read by people all over the world. It's something that is a primer in motivating people, getting them back into their spiritual makeup. It answers a lot of questions about who we are, why we do what we do, how can we be a better person, how can we be a better partner, father, husband. In short, beyond the exterior of surfing and waves and that sort of thing, inside the book, I'm dealing with things that are on people's minds a lot, and that people have deep, profound questions about. It's my hope that the book will be read widely. It's already up there. Amazon's got wonderful reviews on it. We just republished the 2nd edition. First one was in the year 2000. We're back up on our website again. We're back on the market. I'm doing book signings. I'm traveling all over the United States, all over the world, Europe, Australia. Wherever there is an audience, wherever people want to know how it is that somebody who calls himself a rabbi can also love the sport of surfing. And this is not an oxymoron. The fact that, as Dennis Prager says, it seems like an oxymoron, but it shouldn't. be. And this is something that we're fighting. This is something that needs to be dealt with. People in the community, people that are in the leadership roles, they need to reach out and actually start a whole new lifestyle to get kids involved in what they're doing. It doesn't matter if it's skiing or basketball or whatever. I'll tell you a little story, one of the things that got me involved here. I was at a yeshiva, which is a seminary where people learn Talmudic studies. And on our lunch break, I noticed that a couple guys were playing football. The dean of the yeshiva threatened to kick them out of the seminary if they repeated that action. And I thought to myself, now this is really weird. Right a few feet away from where they're playing football, a couple guys are smoking, a couple other guys are eating candy bars. I think you see what I'm talking about. This is completely wrong. This is misguided. I'll never forget that. And to this day, I make an attempt, I go out of my way to show people that you can be a model of health, of fitness. You can radiate wholeness and still be somebody who is spiritually involved in a Jewish way, or even a non-Jewish way. This is something that we need to work on. This is our goal. This is the idea of my book. It's not just about a self-aggrandizement regarding myself. If that's the case, then why buy it? You go into Barnes & Noble, there's a million books written by people that are talking about me, myself, and I. If I'm going to do that, what's the point? The ultimate point of my book is to get people to believe in themselves, to go beyond their limitations. I'm not asking them to run a marathon. I'm not asking them to do a triathlon or surf a 20-foot wave. I'm asking them to open their eyes to the beautiful world that we have and realize the potential that each individual has to go beyond their limits. This is not only what surfers do on a daily basis, but this is what Jews do. This is what God wants of us, to do everything we can to be the best we can. This is my message. I hope that you'll take my words, learn from them, examine them, see the challenges that I had in my life, see the goals that I set for myself, see my limitations as a human being, and maybe even, yes, say, here's somebody that did something pretty incredible, and I can do it just like he can. I can follow that path, whether it's skiing or boogie boarding or whatever the person's involved in. Going beyond to reach the potential that we have as individuals. This is the point that I'm making in my book. And having a wholesome lifestyle, amicable relations with our friends, with our colleagues, and loving relations with our families. This is something that I've strived for, and I've not always been successful. But this is what I'm looking for in my book, the search that I've been on all these years. I thank you for listening. Share this with your friends. Everybody that's watching me right now knows somebody that is struggling, knows somebody that has limitations that they're really crying out to get beyond. Share this book with them. And let me know, please, how you enjoyed the book. Let me know how it affected you and your family or the people involved that you think need to read the book. I thank you very, very much. God bless you. This book is a blessing for me and my family. It's been a blessing for many, many people who have read it. I'm glad to share it with you. God bless you, and thank you for taking an interest in my life and what I'm doing to try to help others. Shalom.